welcome back to Flight Sim 2024 and welcome back to the SimWorks Studios Pilatus PC-12. And in today's video we're parked on the ramp here at Lkln in Czech Republic, and we are going to be taking our 4-bladed executive PC-12, and the previous episode's PCA was a 5-bladed PC-12. I've converted it to 4 just so we can have a bit of variation. So my other UK based PC-12 is 5-bladed. This one we're going to try get all the way down to South Africa, hence the ZS registration. And yeah, so I've made this a 4-blade just so we can have a bit of variation. So for today's flight we're going from here down to Punta Raisi, which is going to take us right down off the coast of Italy, and we're looking at about 3.5 hours worth of flight time. Right, I do have Active Sky doing my weather. That van is very loud. And we're going to be using Beyond ATC as well for the traffic and air traffic control. No one on the ramp here at Lkln, so it's just going to be us for the departure. But we will have air traffic control. Right, let's jump aboard. And we can start getting things ready. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get this out of the way as well. Not actually a fan of this view that I have saved. Okay, let's get rid of the control lock. Like so. Okay, I'm actually going to have to update all of these views because of that zoom that I had, which makes them feel a bit strange. Yeah, so that's fine, we'll do that quickly. Okay, there we go. Payload and everything is set. So let's go through our pre-flight check. So landing gear handle is down, circuit breakers in, batteries are currently off, external power is off. Non-essential bus set to auto. Standby bus we can now switch on. And then we can go ahead and do our route planning without using extra fuel. Right, I think I'll also just turn on the batteries at this point. And the nav light. Okay, let's do the fire switch test. And we have engine fire displayed down there. Don't forget to turn that off because I scared myself before when starting up the engine. Lamp test. Get our TDS up and running. Okay, boost pumps we want to check.
TOS system test okay.
Can hear that one. Or we can hear that one. I need to figure out how to turn that down. It's so loud, that the TDS GPS. Right. Okay, where was I now? That's good. Ignition. Cool. Then we come down here. We do this guy. Let that run its test. Okay, we can reset, and we are full up on fuel today. I also really want to figure out how to switch this to kgs. There we go, and that's full. Good. Okay, oxygen. And set that to auto. These all look fine. Okay, these are normal and guarded. Oxygen supply handle on. We want to test this guy as well. And then we can set it to armed. Right, let's go and set up our route. So I have everything planned out from SimBrief. Of course, we start at Linné. And our first waypoint is AORUS in Czech Republic. Direct to Nergo. And then, oh, then we actually have a airway. So let's load airway, and it's T108. It's obviously the only one we got. And we go to Osters in Germany. Let's load that up. Then from there, T700 to Badit in Austria. Direct to Caribou in Italy. Direct to IVMAP, also Italy. Direct to Vexov. Then Luron. And then LICJ is our destination, Punta Ricci. Right, then here we can load up the procedure already, I guess. That is 3 November. So approach will be... There's no ILS for 07, is there? No, so we can do an RNAV. There we go, RNAV Zulu for 07. We can load that. And the arrival is Luron 3 November. It's 3 Mike. Luron 3 November. There we go. Cool. That is sorted. Then I guess we just call up for our clearance. Mind you, we can actually start up because we're uncontrolled here, so we can go ahead and start up, and then maybe we should call for clearance first. We want to waste as little fuel as possible. Okay, 118375. Alexander, good afternoon. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha on the ground at Linné, looking for IFR clearance.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, Prague Center. Expect runway 06. Climb flight level 070 on runway centerline, then expect radar vectors IPRUX. Squawk 1000.
Okay, expect runway 06, initial climb to 7000, and then radar vectors to IPRUX and squawk 1000. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, read back correct. Start or taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 06.
Report holding short runway 06, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, we've done all of that. EPS switch is armed, ECS is off.
Prague Center.
Battery on, nav
Ryanair 3
on.
November X-ray.
External power we don't have.
247.
Cause is appropriate. Now let's fire up the starter.
Ryanair 3 November X-ray, Prague Center, identified. Continue climb to flight level 360.
Continue climb to flight
We'll
level
bump that up to
360.
ground idle.
Ryanair 3 November X-ray.
Dolomiti to Papa Papa, Prague Center. Expect Babak 4 Delta, runway 26.
Expect Babak 4 Delta, runway 26, Dolomiti to Papa Papa.
Right, there we go. Okay, generator 1 and 2, avionics 2 and 1. Standby can now come off.
Prague Center, Speedbird 852, flight level
Probes,
364.
cooling, windshield. Seatbelt signs are already on.
Speedbird 852.
Might as well turn on the
Prague
taxi
Center,
light.
radar contact. Continue climb to flight level 370.
Flaps 15 degrees for takeoff.
Continue climb to flight level
ECS
370, Speedbird
auto.
852.
And then we can do our pusher test. Let's get this back. Okay, so pusher test engage. Make sure flaps are already at 15. Push up the power until it starts. Okay, then we can push that. Wait for the light to come back on. And then we can drop the power. Disengage pusher. I should have released that as well. Right, let's test this. Let's test this.
Warning, autopilot trim.
Okay, transponder is set. Altitude, pre-select 7,000. And we're going to do vertical speed and arm. We'll start off at 1500. Then we're going to be in heading mode. Flight director needs to be on. Okay, that's all good. Lights are set. Right, she said report holding short, which means we can go ahead and taxi out. Right, clear left, clear right, disengage the parking brake. Taxi check, flight controls. Can't actually do too much on the ailerons when we're moving because they're connected to the rudder, but that all feels good. Flight director, altitude, heading bug, trim, briefing. Okay, then before takeoff, the flaps, lights will do shortly. Ice protection, condition lever, and cause.
Descend to flight level 190, Speedbird 852.
Okay, the final taxiway is just up there somewhere. Right, so let's do strobe and recognition lights.
Expect DNOF 1 uniform, runway 29er.
Expect DNOF 1 uniform, runway 29er. Ryanair 3 November X-ray.
Speedbird 852. Contact Prague information. Approach 136.175.
Contact Prague information, approach 136.175, Speedbird 852.
Okay, now we just need a gap in the traffic.
Kilo Alpha, Prague Center. Expect Lima 2 Charlie,
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha holding short runway 06, Linné. Just updating that view as well.
Bavok for Delta, runway 26, ready for descent. Dolomiti 2 Papa.
Right, it's just condition lever, and then we enter the runway, line up, sync the heading, and we're out of here.
Descend to flight level 140.
Descent to flight level 140, Dolomiti 2 Papa Papa.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha, Lula 2 Charlie, runway 08
Oh,
left.
she's really busy.
Report ready for descent.
Lula 2 Charlie, runway 08 left, ready for descent. Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha, descend to flight level 190.
Descend to flight level 190, Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, release for
us.
departure.
Cool.
Please void if not off by
And it's
12:40
clear.
Zulu. If
Here we
not off
go.
by 12:40 Zulu, contact no later than 12:50 Zulu. Time now 12:21 Zulu. Frequency change approved.
Clear for departure, Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, condition lever to flight.
Lufthansa 3 Foxtrot Foxtrot, Prague Center. Expect RFox 2 Tango, runway 13 right.
Expect RFox 2 Tango, runway 13 right, Lufthansa 3 Foxtrot Foxtrot.
Sure, you cannot apply the brakes at all with the rudder in, it just jerks to that side. Which is weird.
Sierra India, Tibbler 2 right, runway 27. Report
Okay.
ready for descent.
All we need to do is sync up the heading bug,
Tibbler 2 Mike.
heading
Runway
flight
27,
director,
ready for descent.
that's set, 1500 feet a minute, flaps, lights,
Oxy Sierra India, descend to flight
landing
level
lights I need to do.
110.
Descend to flight level 110, Oxy Sierra India.
Oxy Sierra India, contact Argibus approach 128.365.
Contact Artemis at approach 128.365. Oxy
Okay,
Sierra
airspeed's
India.
alive.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha, contact Langen radar 127.6.
Oh, the wind is bad. Why do we have a
Center on 127.6.
master caution there?
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha. Have a good day.
Okay, gear coming up, flaps coming up as well. Sure, the wind got a bit intense there.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima, contact Warsaw Control 127.45.
Alright, let's let the speed build up a little bit, then we'll
Control 127.45.
engage the autopilot.
Lufthansa 2 Lima Lima. Have a good day.
Okay, autopilot coming on, yaw dampers on. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha passing 2,000 feet, climbing 7,000.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, Prague Center, radar contact, climb to flight level 120.
Climb to flight level 120, Papa Charlie Alpha.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, turn right, heading 205.
heading 205, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, it's quite a big turn. There we go. Beautiful countryside.
Ryanair 3 November X-ray, Beanoff 1 uniform, runway 29er. Report ready for descent.
Dynov 1 uniform, runway 29er. Ready for descent. Ryanair 3 November X-ray.
Ryanair 3 November X-ray, descend to flight level 190.
Descent to flight level 190. Ryanair 3 November X-ray.
Okay, let's bring that torque back to about 37. ITT's fine, NG's fine. Right, they should give us direct to Ibrox shortly.
Sierra Papa Charlie
There we
Alpha.
go.
Cleared direct Ibrox. Resume own navigation.
Direct Ibrox, Papa Charlie Alpha. This is really cool. 4 hours 60 minutes to our destination. Here we've got 8.8 miles to Ibrox, 1430 local. Right, we can bump the torque up a little. Feet, decent speed. And in fact, we can probably climb a little higher. One thing I did actually forget to do is the cabin pressurization. I believe we're cruising at 240 today, so that's 2324.
Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Climb to flight level 240.
Perfect. Flight level 240, Papa Charlie Alpha. Almost like she was listening.
Prague Center, Austrian 380. Flight level 346.
Yo, Austrian is loud.
Beaufort 6 November Hotel. Contact lead information. Approach 118.525.
Contact lead information. Approach 118.525. Beaufort 6 November Hotel.
Wizz Air 6 Lima Yankee. Prague Center.
Okay, now into IS mode to keep it around 150 knots.
Expect Academy 2 Alpha, runway 06 Wizz Air 6 Lima Yankee.
And we can bump the torque up slightly again.
Austrian 380. Prague Center.
comes our first waypoint.
Austrian 380.
This is such a cool feature on the TDS GTNXI, I think it is that little blue dotted line is if we had the engine go bang now, that's where we go. Let's get this off. So if we zoom out some more, you'll see this line of where we can glide to. And then within that, it'll pick the most appropriate airport. Very cool. 13,000 feet. Now we watch the ITT.
Warning, cabin pressure.
That'll be because we were a bit late setting that. That's okay, it'll sort itself out now. Frequency's gone quiet all of a sudden. There was lots going on when we were trying to depart. Now it's really chilled actually. Already above these clouds. The airport that we're going to is one of the high fidelity airports or handcrafted airports or whatever they call it, so that's why I picked it. Weather there 29 degrees, winds 20 at 8, scattered clouds at 5,400 feet. QNH1017. Oh, the METAR just updated. Temperature 30 degrees, wind now 40 at 12 knots, scattered clouds at 4,800. Is a forecast for later which says the wind is only going to get more chilled. Nothing about visibility, rain or anything like that, so we shouldn't have any issues. Okay, next waypoint coming up.
Runway 06 ready for descent with 6 Lima Yankee.
ITT is getting a little high now.
Austrian 173 Hotel. Contact Bremen radar 125.8. Have a good day.
Center on 125.8, Austrian 173 Hotel. Have a good day.
RBAC's coming up in, RBAC's coming up in just a few minutes. let's see if we can get this cabin under control. Slowly coming down into the green.
Turn right, heading 330, relax 9302.
ITT's high again.
Relax 9302. Prague Center.
The climb rate has dropped a lot.
Runway 31.
Expect Berber 1 right, runway 31, relax 9302.
.65. Papa Charlie Alpha, good day. Munich radar, good afternoon. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, passing flight level 220, climbing flight level 240. We are really dragging it up the last few
Turkish 9 Victor Quebec.
100 feet here.
127.6.
We're doing 1,000 feet a minute. It's not terrible.
Contact London radar 127.6 Turkish 9 Victor Quebec.
Okay, that's 1,000 feet to go.
Lufthansa 9 Lima Foxtrot. Albin 2 Echo, runway 04 right. Report ready for descent.
Albin 2 Echo, runway 04 right. Ready for descent. Lufthansa 9 Lima Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 9 Lima Foxtrot. Descend to flight level 130.
Descend to flight level 130. Lufthansa 9 Lima Foxtrot.
Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha. Descend to flight level 150. Descend to flight level 150. Lufthansa 7 Kilo Alpha.
It's quite an aggressive level off.
Munich radar, Lufthansa 88 Papa, descending via Nabza 4 Alpha, flight level 160.
cruise power set. There we go.
Lufthansa 88 Papa, unique radar
Just under
contact.
7 hours of endurance. So about double the amount of fuel that we need. But I'm gonna settle in for about 3 hours or so. And then I'll check in with you again when we start prepping for our descent.
Level 138.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, roll radar, expect Euro 3 November, runway 07.
Expect Luro 3 November, runway 07, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, so we've just been told to expect the arrival and runway we've already planned for. So we're just waiting for her to give us the instruction to descend.
Road radar with S7 Juliet Yankee, flight level 310.
Wizz Air 7 Juliet Yankee, roll radar, good afternoon, identified, climb to flight level 360.
Climb to flight level 360 with S7 Juliet Yankee. Rome radar, Ryder 3 X-ray Mike. Flight level 175.
Ryanair 3 X-ray Mike, Rome radar, good afternoon, identified, continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380. Ryder 3 X-ray Mike.
Air Cairo 808 Alpha, descend to flight level 160.
Descend to flight level 160, Air Cairo 808 Alpha.
Rome radar, Ryanair 3694, good afternoon, flight level 122.
Ryanair 22 Echo Golf, Rome radar, expect Oxygen 1 Foxtrot, runway 08.
Expect exit 1 Foxtrot, runway 08, Ryanair 22 Echo Golf.
Ryanair 3694, Rome radar, good afternoon, identified, continue climb to flight level 380.
Continue climb to flight level 380, Ryanair 3694.
Alpine 356 Hotel, Carafa to Juliet, runway 28. Report ready for descent.
Carafa 2 Juliet, runway 28, ready for descent. Alpine 356 Hotel.
Alpine 356 Hotel, descend to flight level 210.
Descend to flight level 210, Alpine 356 Hotel. Rome radar at Arrow 1156, flight level 340.
It's Arrow 1156, Rome radar, radar contact. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, Euro 3 November, runway 07. Report ready for descent.
We're on 3 November, runway 07, and ready for descent now, Papa Charlie Alpha. flight level 200, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, so I'm going to start off my descent at about 1,400.
Ryanair 24 Kilo Alpha. Contact Palermo approach 120.2.
Contact Palermo approach 120.2, Ryanair 24 Kilo Alpha.
See, the only thing is I don't know how to activate this approach. Well, it's not an approach, the arrival. So maybe what I need to do is just do this. I need to... I've been trying to read up in the manual on how this works, because it screws up your top of descent because it's trying to go to the airport and then back to Luron. So that's why our top of descent was actually way past Luron, even though it wants us to be. So I need to figure that out. But I think what I'm going to do for now is if we say direct to this waypoint.
Vertical track.
Rome radar in arrow 1704. Flight level 360.
Okay, so that'll work, because now it's putting us onto that arrival. Okay, technically we don't need to start our descent just yet, so we can slow that down a little, but it's 6 seconds. So we'll go to 1400.
Terry 43 Romy KB.
Okay, she hasn't given us a approach just yet, but I'm expecting one of the RNAVs. Well, there are any RNAVs for this. So I've got the Zulu. Oh, it's the wrong runway. But that's fine, we'll see what we get for that anyway. I've left us at cruise power, so we'll be fine when we level off here now. Yeah, if we look at the airport. Okay, so we're getting runway 7, which is here, the long runway. And we'll probably exit. Weird, the exits are all going this way. But we can take that, so we'll probably exit there.
Contact RSA Control 119.825. Center on 119.825.
And we'll just go to the apron from there. Pretty simple. Okay, so we're just waiting to find out which approach we're on. Okay, we should start a right-hand turn here now.
Road radar, Ryanair 7 Bravo Tango, flight level 340.
I don't know how many of these aircrafts. Descend to flight level 100, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, again we'll do about 1400. Okay, 65 feet. So much information on this unit, wow.
Descent to flight level 150, Ryanair
28.
22 Echo Golf.
40 at 15 knots. QNH 1017. This arrival has a kind of long, winding path. So you see, we come in and we do this, and then from there I think we're going to get vectors, but we'll see what they give us. But yeah, so it has this. So above 8,000, and I think all of these are okay between 8 and 5, and then it's just above 5 all the way along. Quite a crosswind on landing.
Alpine 356 Hotel.
15 knots. I mean, it's not going to be a 15 knot crosswind. It's 40 degrees, and we're landing 070. We're about 500 feet high, but we are catching up. So I think we're good. There we go, slowly catching up. By the time, it's still 9 minutes to bottom of descent, so by the time we do that, we'll be fine. .2. Papa Charlie Alpha, good day. Palermo approach, good afternoon. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, flight level 116, descending flight level 100.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha Palermo approach. Good afternoon. QNH1016, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 07 with the EXPO transition.
Right, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 07 with the EXPO transition, and QNH1016, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, speed, we're below 250, landing taxi recognition on. Okay, RNAV Yankee has LPV minimums. Transition EXPO.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, descend to flight level 080.
Descend to flight level 080, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, so no vectors. We got that transition, which basically just does, it puts us straight onto that final, which is perfect. Leveling off at 8,000.
Ryanair 24 Kilo Alpha, contact Razy Tower 119.05.
Okay, 24 Kilo Alpha is going into the same airport as us.
Tower 119.05.
But they're already on approach, they've already been handed over to Tower. Speed 200, we're above 5,000, that's our next restriction, sitting nicely at 8,000 feet. And we're just going to follow this arrival procedure.
Alpha. Descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Papa Charlie Alpha.
Negative. Descend to flight level 070.
Descend to flight level 070, Papa Charlie Alpha. Is that rain over there, or is that just the shadows on the water? I don't think it's rain. Oh, nice and bumpy in the clouds there.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Descend to 5,000 feet. QNH1016.
Descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1016, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, I'm gonna back off some of the power, and we're gonna go to 1016. I think it's about to get rough. So Beyond ATC is freaking out. There was no voice, but we got text to say at or above 5,000, clear for the RNAV. Cross Exosi at or above 5,000 and clear for the RNAV Yankee, runway 07, Papa Charlie Alpha. We're going to continue descending because we are cleared for the approach. Oh, so we want to go down to 2-3.
Charlie Alpha. Contact Razy Tower 119.05.
119.05. Papa Charlie Alpha. Racy Tower, good afternoon. Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. RNAV Yankee 07. Right, we are established.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, Razy Tower, wind 055 at 15, runway 07 cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 07, Papa Charlie Alpha. Looks like we lost our vertical guidance there. So I'm going to take manual control. Let's bring the gear down. It's my fault that I didn't reset the altitude selector. So it's not like an ILS. Okay, so we're a little bit high. We're actually quite a lot high. Is windy. I can only imagine what that mountain does for the wind. Sure. Cool airport though. And you can look at the waves and see that it's definitely windy down there. Okay, flaps set for landing, lights are good, gears down. We're a little high, but we're sorting that out. And we are cleared to land. Wasn't expecting to disengage the autopilot as early as I did, so I didn't get a chance to check the missed approach altitude. But I don't think we're going to go missed here. Look at that windsock. The wind is significant. Okay, yaw damper coming off. Very nose down, because we are.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha, exit left at Charlie.
Left on Charlie, Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, this is Charlie here. there we are.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Contact ground 121.625. Have a good afternoon.
121.625, Papa Charlie Alpha, good day. Racing ground, good afternoon, Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Runway vacated on Charlie. Request taxi to assigned ramp, please.
Zulu Sierra Papa Charlie Alpha. Ramp 103 taxi via Charlie. Mike.
Ramp 103, taxi via Charlie, Mike. Papa Charlie Alpha. Okay, so I believe the GA ramp is quite close to where we are now. So there's Charlie and there's Mike, and I think this is the ramp here. So that works nicely. Yeah, because there's all the airliners on that side. And we'll just head up there. Just over 3 hours flight time. Cool, detailed airport. Bunch of Ryanairs, EasyJet. So Embraer there as well. Oh, 103. So, right, we just need to go forward. Okay, parking brake set. Is our FSEconomy flight done? And we are another 3 hours closer to South Africa. Right, generators we can turn off.
Warning, essential bus, generator 2.
Flaps I should have brought up already. Let's just come down here and reset the trims. Oxygen. ECS. Probably should have turned that off already. Batteries off. and there we are. Nice and windy on approach, pretty bumpy. It's a cool airport though. Let's see if we can get that mountain in the background there. Very cool airport. And like I said, we're a little bit closer to Africa now, and to getting our PC-12 down to South Africa and doing some charter flights around there. But this is where we will be spending the night, and we'll see where we head from there depending on how much time I have to fly, basically. But again, I've got so much to learn about the TDS GTN 750 or GTN XI, I guess. But again, love flying the PC-12. It was a bit squirrely again on the ground, which was an issue right in the beginning when it released, and then in the last few updates I didn't feel like it had that issue, but it seems we had that again, both particularly on the takeoff, but a little bit on the landing as well, so you need to be aware of that. But anyway, that's going to bring us to the end of the video. As always, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, you know what to do down below, and hopefully I see you in the next one.